Hey everybody, Jim Chester coming to you live from Scottsdale, Arizona. This is the CBP 41st annual event, and I couldn't be more than happy to be here with Dr. Evan Katz. He came all the way from
Boulder, Colorado.
so we're representing Colorado strong because I'm in Grand Junction. But one of the topics during this interview is going to be talking about the CBP family and what brought you down here this weekend.
Well, first I have to say a few things. One, you're way more handsome in person than in video. Two, what brought me down here, and two, thanks for everything you do. And I really mean that. I've said that to you on camera, off camera. I really appreciate it. What brought me down here is I just appreciate the science and the research that CBP is doing. I'm presenting tomorrow, and this is a great opportunity to kind of meet all of our colleagues and kind of see what's happening with science and really what's happening with subluxation research and what the spine does and how we can affect it and make people better.
Awesome. So I know that there's a big man down here. His name's Deed Harrison. Yeah. Let's just say a couple kind words to him.
Boy, that would take a long time because I have a lot of really good things to say about him. One, thank you for everything that he's done. He's put himself out there, and putting yourself out there as much as he has, you get a lot of people that like you and then a lot of haters, and that can make a lot of people stop. What he's done for our profession, I think he's really pushed us forward by objectifying subluxations, showing how we can minimize subluxations, and then he's also been a mentor to me and a help and a friend to me. So there's a lot that I could say, and all of it is good.
So switching gears a little bit here, why is research so important for the beautiful profession of chiropractic?
I think we all know chiropractic works, right? It does. It wouldn't be around this long with the amount of negativity that our profession has gotten. And it works because consumers follow it. However, we want to be able to show why does it work? What's happening, and is there something else that we can learn that can help us help more people? So I think the research is a way to explain to us as chiropractors that this is what we know is a problem. We know that this leads to bad things, but we also know here's a way to get it better, because this position of spine research shows that it's bad for you, which also means we know that it's good. So I think that type of research is important to push us forward as a profession to understand why a subluxation is bad, what a subluxation is and what normal and abnormal is, and then from there we can then take that information and start to push further so we have more access to help more patients and actually explain it and understand it.
And that's vital to the future of chiropractic because we need a foundation to stand on. And I know that people can say, yeah, I adjust and I get people better. But if you don't have a foundation to have evidence based on what is actually happening when people are having some type of life crisis through health, and chiropractic is the purpose of restoration, then we need to actually show people research and studies that are actually improving people's quality of life and their daily activities of living. Right. So one of the things I was going to just have you talk to our audience about, the people that aren't here, is a little preview on what you're presenting tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. So if I can, you said it's really important for chiropractic, and it is, but it's more important for public health, right? Like, we know patients get hurt. They get sick, they have a decreased quality of life. We want to know why, and how do we improve that? I mean, look, every healthcare has helped somebody, whether it's chiropractic, whether it's medicine, crystal healing, massage. People say they get
You're in
better.
Boulder.
And I'm in Boulder, so we see that a lot. And you can say oh, I've helped this person, and someone can say that, but we want to actually be able to put evidence down. So we can say this actually affects this patient in a negative way, but we also have a way to get them better. And that's research, or else it's just my opinion. You could say, hey, the last time I put a blue jacket on, my neck pain went away, right? That's not evidence to say that blue jackets take away neck pain. We know that chiropractic helps people get better, whether it's pain, whether it's some other illness. So I think it's just important for public health for our patients, which are bigger than our profession, right? And our profession is going to help these patients get better. What I'm presenting on tomorrow is, for the last 10 years, me and Dr. Michael Freeman, Dr. Rosa, who's an upper cervical doc, and some other docs have been working on a 10-year project where we looked at, we're super excited. It's a couple hundred patients between injured and non-injured individuals. And what we did was we took patients with chronic pain, meaning they were in pain over 6 weeks or longer after a trauma like a car crash, and the other people never had pain that lasted more than a week, right? So maybe they woke up and their neck was a little stiff, but nothing that significantly changed their quality of life. And we did the first ever and the largest ever biomechanical study to see what are true subluxations in the injured patients compared to the non-injured. And is there a difference? Do we see different patterns? And what we're looking at when we did that is we now have evidence, and I'm going to talk about it tomorrow, that there are significantly different differences biomechanically, which are subluxations, different between patients with a decreased quality of life and those without it. So now when we actually look at the spine, we can determine, is that normal or is that abnormal in the sick, hurt population relative to the non-hurt population? And that brings precedence to all of us, whether you want to admit it or not. Patients are coming to our office with neck pain from trauma. We now have evidence that if an insurance company or someone else says, oh, that person's not hurt, this paper is the biggest, largest paper to show that there is a dramatic difference in spinal patterns and how the spine moves relative to the non-injured group. So that is submitted into a really great journal, and we are now going to have evidence from me, Dr. Rosa, Dr. Freeman, to show on a large scale what you can argue are true subluxation patterns between injured and non-injured groups. And it's not, you can't argue it because it's not even like that person is a 0.5% difference. The numbers are staggering what we found. And we didn't even expect, we knew there was going to be a difference, but we had no idea how big the difference is. So we now have a paper to truly show how bad these spines are in these injured patients and what the parameters are. And they're not just static images. This is using full digital motion X-ray flow to really see the true biomechanical changes. So they're true subluxation patterns that are more common in injured patients than non, and that's never been done before, especially at this level. So I'm presenting on that tomorrow because we're super psyched to finish that, and then I'm going to follow up with one of the pathologies that we found in there is a really significant spinal injury that a lot of docs are aware of. We're all aware of it. We see it, but nothing has ever been shown outside of very invasive procedures to fix it. And I took multiple patients, and I can actually show that we fix that we can actually fix that before surgery, that we can actually fix those problems.
Yeah, and as you talk more and more, I have more follow-up questions based on this conversation. And I know that there's a group of people out there that are trying to lambaste chiropractors and say, get X-ray out of it. Let's stand up for that.
Oh, man. I mean, I just think that's a stupid comment, because that's like saying, why chiropractors? Why not the surgeons? Why not dentists? Why not any other healthcare profession? We're working on the spine. We're working on a part. Why should people that work on a part not have access to have more information on that part? So that whole thing is just completely stupid. It's not held up by any form of public health or any form of real rational thinking. And I'd like to see them go tell the eye doctor that works on eyes, you shouldn't have any additional technique to see the eyes better. Or tell the surgeon that, hey, we're going to work on the spine, but you shouldn't be able to see what it looks like before. So I think that whole thing is...
It's a hoax, man.
It's a hoax, and personally, I think it's brought to you by either some organization that's pushing it because they have a secondary gain issue, or lazy chiropractors that don't want to be responsible to find something. I don't know what else to say, but it's completely asinine.
Yeah, it discredits the person that's making the claim. But as we're talking here, Danny Knowles says, hey, it's Evan.
Yes. I'm sure Danny's daughter is probably at my house, or my daughter is probably at his house right now. So maybe if you're there, Danny, and my daughter's in your living room, just tell her I said hi or have her come watch, because they're usually together.
Well, that was one of my questions. I was going to ask you if there's anybody you want to say hi to.
Oh, I'd say, I see Danny, obviously with my mom and dad, my wife, my daughter. There's a bunch of people. So, and a lot of them are actually here, so I can say hi to them here. So,
that's really cool. Is there, at the end of this interview, is there anything I didn't ask you that you'd like to share with our audience today?
No, I mean, I think you and I could probably talk for a long time, going back and forth. So, no, I think it was good. I think I'm really excited to be here. I'm psyched to present on this tomorrow. We just did, I'm going to present, we did a paper that got published in the Journal of Brain Circulation that also shows how an abnormal curve decreases blood flow to the brain. And that was also based on x-ray. Like we can see that there's these abnormal problems that every profession knows is a problem, but then some people in our profession are arguing not only is it a problem, but if we should even x-ray to identify if it's there. It's our job, it's our Hippocratic oath, is to above all else do no harm and try to get these patients better. And why is having additional information wrong? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, this man is on the edge of research and doing so much to support the chiropractic profession. I just want to say, man, I love you.
I love you too, my man. And yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and close out if that's okay.
Yeah.
If you guys want to find more information on chiropractic biophysics, please go to idealspine.com. It's idealspine.com. And jump on there. If you guys need somebody that's going to be able to facilitate this style of care, you can find practitioners. Or if you are a person looking for care, go to idealspine.com. You have a portal there to find somebody that can take care of you. And with that being said, I'm going to go and close out by saying you guys are just one story away. Keep hustling. We'll see you guys in the next one.